Guten Morgen.
Good afternoon.
Guten Tag. Ja, das ist gut. Ja. Heute I don't even know how to say welcome. Welcome to Leavenworth. It's a Bavarian town. Entering Leavenworth. A lot of signs are in German over here. So we're in Leavenworth, Washington, just entering the town here. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I really appreciate you guys, no matter which of the 3 tiers you are on. I really appreciate it. See what kind of beautiful drive we have driving up towards Stevens Pass.
I don't know what's more exciting.
What's more exciting?
No, I said I don't know what's more exciting, that we're on this road or we're in the semi. Or both.
Yeah, semi's fixed. I think for good. They found the big problem this time, so hallelujah. Let's go. There we go. I doubt we can deliver this today. You guys, today's Wednesday, so welcome in Leavenworth. Bavarian bakery. Or will it be a bakery? I don't know. I don't know my German well enough. It's been many decades since I've spoken German regularly. Aber es ist 14 Celsius. 14 is right. 14 Celsius outside. 14?
I know, you look at the snow and you say 14, it doesn't match.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't even know 11.
It's okay, 11 doesn't have to exist. How about
12 is 12.
See?
12, 13, 14. Yeah, it's 14. I was right.
It's a sausage garden.
Sausage garden. Sausage garden. Bavarian Ritz Hotel. I want to come here for a vacation. Spend a couple of days in this town, just walking along the streets during a festival.
I want to come here during Christmas.
Einsen Inn. First Inn. Kriegstall. Warstall. Krieg would be war. Warstall. Reiterhof. Der Reiterhof. The Reiter Yard. Es ist alles sehr Geschmack. Is that a roller coaster up there?
Maybe one of those, it's like a trending thing. You should ride it.
Ride the rail down, yeah.
Ride the rail, yeah.
It's been there a while, but I just never point out what it is. Oh, it looks like it's been rebuilt. Completely rebuilt. Yeah, it's new. It's been completely rebuilt. There used to be a thing there. Now they've built a brand new thing, yeah?
Like I say, it's trending.
Yeah. roads are nice and dry here, but I know the roads get wet further up, and the cameras aren't. Excuse me. The cameras aren't charged anyway, so I have to keep them inside. So
I lowered my seat so I can see better.
just a beautiful river along here.
This is my only second time being on this road.
Oh yeah, I've been on here a couple of times. It's a gorgeous drive. It's a pretty high mountain pass. I had a chance to take this road in the winter, and I decided not to.
I don't blame
It's
you.
like it's a snowstorm up there. I'm not gonna go. We'll take Snoqualmie before we go over this in the middle of winter.
So we're about 2 hours away from delivery.
Yeah, it's 1:43, so yeah, we're 2 hours out. Can we make the delivery today? I doubt it.
Which is kind of a bummer because it's like that close of a cutoff.
Yeah, it's. I emailed the boss and asked if he could find out how late they'd be open tonight, but never got an answer. So to make it even more complicated, I have a safety meeting at 3. So I'll be on the phone while I pull up. If they're open, it'll be a little complicated, but we'll see. See how it goes. Truck is fixed. You'll see in the next, yeah. I had 2 days off last week and 2 days off this week. But, yeah. I should be good to go now. Unfortunately, no Just with next week.
Well, you could explain in one simple sentence, but what's the problem?
Sure, go ahead.
You explained it so much easier than I did last time.
One simple sentence, go ahead.
The ground wasn't connected to the starter.
It was barely connected.
It's so corroded. See? One
Yeah.
sentence.
We're good though. We're good now. Lots of power.
And the bunk heat works, the toast timer works.
Everything works like it used to.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm curious to see how cold it is on top of the pass.
Yeah. 14 down here. As we get higher and higher, it's going to cool off.
Definitely spring weather in the valleys.
Elf. Elf is 11. Elf.
Why I like elf. That's cute.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 21, 22. I can keep going forever now.
I'm like, I know some of the French ones.
That's a beautiful dam there. It's a man-made dam, but just the way they've got it curving down the water, it's kind of beautiful.
Is this a salmon run river?
I have no idea.
now I can see it better.
Oh yeah, I can't look at the top. I don't know if the YouTube. Can you guys see the top of the mountain? Do I have the camera close enough to the windshield so you can see the
No.
top? Not really. No.
No,
I certainly can't.
I have to be.
Hunched way over and your
Yeah.
head on the dashboard.
Yep.
People out taking pictures. The tourists are definitely coming out.
I think it's spring break.
Yeah, I definitely noticed the tourists out.
We noticed the rental cars first.
Yep, rental cars started showing up yesterday evening. It's like, rental cars are everywhere. And then we saw a bunch of RVs today, and it's like, then you had people pulled over taking pictures. I'm like, yep, the first of the vacations have started.
We have a vacation in June next.
June, yes, we got a
Yeah.
week in June, I believe. The
Looking
plan
for-
was Oregon, and not necessarily Oregon Beach.
Yeah.
Which is going to be different for us because we love Oregon Beach so much, but I want to see some of the cool stuff inland. Maybe we'll do like a day drive by the beach or something if we can time it out, but
We'll have to see.
not stay anywhere on the beach.
I don't know what season we're in,
We're in spring,
but it feels like we're back in winter though.
driving up to winter.
I'm glad I came with this week. Going on this highway. I know the last 2 times you've been to the island, I was like, oh darn it. Watch that happen again next week.
Probably.
Yep. I originally was going to be able to go next week, but now I have a doctor's appointment that was canceled and rescheduled.
Are you coming back the week after that?
That should be, yep.
Okay.
Okay, flashy flash.
Yeah, don't know what that means. Is there animals on the road? Is there an accident up ahead? Or is it just a cop? Or is there a rock slide? Is there... Ah, there's a big rock on the road. Not just the ice there, it's just a big rock on the road.
Maybe they found the rock the hard way.
Oh, look at the front bumper.
Oh, that's good.
Looks good.
Maybe they're there trying to move the rock off the road.
Tumwater Campground. This is the Wenatchee River.
What to see for our fall vacation? want to go.
Yeah.
That might be cool to come back into this road.
Yeah, we want to probably keep it quite cheap, but you could loop down here, come through this way, and then do see the Sky Highway and loop around that way.
Or something.
Do a road trip and find see where there's some cheaper B&Bs along the way or hotels.
We'll have to look into it and see if there's festivals going on or not.
Yeah.
See, if it's up to me, I would take Highway 2 and then I would just go and take Highway 20 back.
Highway 20 is gorgeous.
So, or 20, then 2, and then 14. And then go back.
Wiggle back and forth.
If you look on the map, I'm literally going east to west. Or west. Yeah. That's what I would do. There's some beautiful highways in the state, what can I say?
There are.
And 20 you don't take with a big rig, so it'll be completely new. It's actually closed still.
Highway 20 is closed?
You can only go to Winthrop.
Really?
They close it during the winter.
But it's not open? I thought they'd be open by now.
No, I remember one year we went on our
They
anniversary
opened it the day of, right?
in June.
Yeah.
So early June.
Yeah, so got a way to go yet before they open it.
It's one of those roads that get a lot of snow and they don't plow it.
Yeah, they just close the highway. Don't bother clearing that highway.
Tracks.
What's that?
I get an email back what time they're open till.
I'm guessing they close early.
Well, you can arrive at 3:41.
Close at 3:30.
Yep.
So we
You're
will
11
stop
minutes
for the
short.
safety meeting then, and then then we can stop for the safety meeting then. That makes that easy. Okay, we don't have to rush anymore. Now it's a relaxing drive for the rest of the day because we're going to be 10 minutes short.
And some places, if they knew you were only 11 minutes late, they would be polite and
Well,
stay.
most of the time when they say 3:30, they mean they're going home at 3:30. They really don't want you to arrive later than 3.
But some
Yeah.
places still are polite, and they will stay if they know that gets you out of their way for the morning.
Perfect. Okay, we'll just unload tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
You only have 9 lifts of lumber, so it wouldn't really take that long.
Yeah, that's okay. It complicates tomorrow's load, but we'll do the math. Drive empty up to Vancouver, get it loaded in Surrey, Greater Vancouver, and then we'll do the math if we can make it to Spokane Valley in time to deliver it Friday first thing in the morning. Probably could. We should be okay.
I guess across the Soyuz again?
Load in Surrey, Spokane Valley, probably cross at Surrey, or at Soyuz, probably.
Yeah. And then reload at KMT or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the game plan.
Yeah, that sounds like it's doable.
Hey, considering you weren't really expecting to get much in this week.
Yeah. Nice to get 2 more deliveries.
This is one of the rare times that we know your next load.
Yeah, kind of nice knowing.
Do not install chains here.
Not install chains here. Install them in 4 miles, not here. Well, if it's snowing like crazy and you have to, then you have to.
That 50s diner seems fun.
That is really cool. Snowmobile rentals. Okay, we can chill. We can stop at some viewpoints, do stuff.
I know that 50s diner.
The 50s. I'm not hungry. We just ate.
They might have a really good milkshake though.
They might. I'll look up the next 50s diner ahead of us.
Soon have an early night. Calling at 3:30 to be kind of early.
Calling it a day that early? Yeah, at least I've got 2 videos to edit.
Yeah, with a nice laptop.
Excuse me. I'll look up, see if I can find a spot to fuel up down there. That's one less thing we have to do tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Either a CFN or a Pacific Pride. I know there's a Flying J a little further north, but that would slow us down tomorrow. I'll have to do that tomorrow.
We had blue sky earlier today.
We had beautiful blue sky earlier today. And now it doesn't feel that way.
Nope.
I told you, it's just because it's blue in the Okanagan doesn't mean it's blue everywhere else. We get a lot of blue sky compared to other places.
I'm aware of that.
It seems this rest area is open this time of year. Yeah, it looks like they plow it. Okay, so looks like it's a winter. Keep it open for the winter. Cool. Good to know.
And the problem with this road is you don't have much for overnight parking. They don't like you staying in the park.
A lot of the little pullouts all have signs that say no parking. We found one pullout that didn't have a sign. Maybe it was supposed to have a sign and it's just gone.
Yeah, I think it
But
should.
we've slept there before. Yeah, Jess was talking about how Washington did a study that for every 11 big rigs,
Yep.
there was one parking space along the interstate system.
Yep.
So every 11 big rigs, there's one spot to park. So 10 of us have to just find illegal pullouts to park on, not official parking spots. park down some streets, park on ramps, off ramps, while one person actually gets a proper truck stop parking spot.
You can see how problematic that would be.
So they're trying to pass a law in Washington that they have to provide more parking space along the interstate, which would be awesome.
I think it's needed in quite a few places.
What about the East Coast? Any big city centers?
Yeah.
Because they've been closing rest areas. It's like, stop closing rest areas. We need those spots to park. Also, maybe give truck stops incentives. Give them tax incentives to make bigger parking lots.
Mm-hmm.
That you get a certain percentage of discount for every single extra parking spot you have for big rigs.
Yeah.
It's like incentivize truck stops to build bigger parking areas. It's like, hey, if we have more parking areas, we have to pay less taxes. That'd be a huge win there too.
So I do agree there's a problem with rest areas because you get the RVs set up.
Yeah.
I mean, they set up for long term. Not just for a night, that's fine.
Yeah.
But long term.
They need to have all parking spots. You're only allowed to park in them for 10 hours.
Yeah.
I guess that'd be a problem for the 36-hour reset though.
Have a fine print so you go register if you're 36-hour reset.
Or just say a sign that legal parking length is minimum logbook. Whatever your logbook says you can legally stop, that's the maximum you can park here. If your logbook says you have to stop for 10 hours, then you can park 10 hours. If your logbook says you have to stop for 36 hours, I guess US is 34 hours, then you can legally park for 34 hours. Make parking, you only can park to stop overnight and then go again.
Yeah.
That would solve a lot of the problems. And then if you're an RVer, only allow 10-hour stops. If you're stopping in spots that take up truck parking areas, you're only allowed to stop for 10 hours. You gotta move along.
Yeah.
We've got some rest areas in BC that literally we can't pull into park because they're filled with RVs. And they just moved in. That's where they live during the winter.
Well, they have set up forts, literally built forts. I heard there's some viewpoints that have now been taken over as well. Like you pull into hike or whatever, those kind of parking lots are being taken over as well.
Some trailhead parking.
There's a lot of them at toilet signs.
Yeah, makes sense. But that's once again, RV parks have gotten so expensive they can't afford to park in RV parks.
But then that goes back to housing being expensive. You know, it's
Yeah.
a thing that goes on and on.
So it's hard to say kick all the RVers out when they literally have nowhere else to park. Hard climb here. Very hard climb.
Yeah, like watch for wildlife signs. I guess there's not much.
I guess it's a high enough elevation that you don't get a lot of wildlife. You'd think there'd be mountain goats and bears and stuff. Cougars.
Moose.
Moose that don't really like big mountains. They like the wider open areas. But you know what? There probably is enough wide open areas. I don't know, is this drive really, really different for you guys? You guys love it as much as we do? Or is it just that we love it so much because we rarely drive this road? I have a feeling it's option B. We just find it absolutely thrilling because for us, this is all new. We don't get to see this very often.
So why can't that apply to them? They don't get to see it often.
Yes, but they don't see the rest of the roads very often either, only when I drive them. So this might be as exciting as the rest of our videos.
Or is it exciting because we're more excited when we talk excited?
I'm excited. Oh, I love driving new roads. New roads that we don't drive very often. It's a new enough road that I don't know what the next corner is going to look like. When you're driving Highway 3, I know exactly how every corner is coming. A corner doesn't surprise me. I literally can see around every corner. I know what's around. But here, I'm like, I haven't been up here more than 4 times, maybe, in the last 5 years. So, if you only drive it once a year or less than once a year, always feels new. But you can never beat that first time. The first time is always the most special.
It is, yep. So you dispatched it until you were routing today. You just kind of decided to take it.
I just took the shortest route.
Yep. Because they could have said 90. That would have been fair.
It would have been a longer route. I'm sure they would have preferred me on this route. Rock Mountain Trail. Doesn't say no parking here on the shoulder.
I think last time we looked at it, because at night it was more, we weren't sure. You don't know if it's chain up or chain off or...
Yep. It's a gorgeous day here now. We have dropped a couple of degrees. We're down to 10 Celsius. Like they're logging the hydro line.
Yep.
It's like, hey, the trees have kind of taken over the power line. Let's re-log it. almost seems like they're going a little wider than the old, so maybe they're bringing in a new power line. Log it first and then put in a new power line. Yeah, if we had just based it on just water on the road, we could have easily had a camera outside till about now. The road's starting to get a little wet here, but the dead batteries didn't help. Train track that we just drove underneath. You see this building on our right hand side here? That is the ventilation for the train track that disappears under the mountain here. It's one of the longest tunnels in the world.
I actually see the tunnel there. Or no, that's for the road. The river. But yeah,
the train track is underneath the mountain on our left-hand side now.
Don't have cell service, but I want to type this in and wait.
What are you typing in?
I wanted to look up how long that train tunnel is.
Stevens Pass Railroad Tunnel. Bygone Byways Interpretive Center. Bygone Byways. Because the train track used to go up and over. It had really steep grades. So there are now like rail to trails type of a track where the train track used to be. You can hike and bike those old trails. See all the layers of all the separate snowfalls inside of the snow.
It's pretty cool.
They unloaded their snowmobile. They're still snowmobiling.
So it's 7.8 miles long.
7.8 miles long. Train tunnel, 7.8 miles long.
They call it the Cascade Tunnel.
Cascade Tunnel, okay.
I think that's as long as my internet works. Let's see.
So cool seeing all the layers in the snow. You can see the darker layers is where there's a longer space between a new snowfall. There was enough space between the snowfall to have all the road grime collect up.
This website's kind of cool. It takes you, I would say, almost mile by mile, like cool stuff to see, the dams, the tunnels. bridges.
Coming up to the ski hill, I believe. Also the summit.
Now that's kind of good reference, like, in a pickup how tall the snowbank is.
Yeah,
We're in the
there's a bit of
semi, we're
snow.
kind of right next to it, right? How tall it is.
the pickup, that snowbank looks a little bigger. We can sort of look kind of over it, but the pickup, not so much.
It's down to 8 degrees.
Yeah, getting cooler and cooler.
That's pretty cool. There was a parking lot that would have been fun for photos.
How much snow there was? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of it's melted already, so it's less than it was. Reminds me a lot of Kootenai Pass. It's the same type of amount of snow.
Yep. Feels so slow.
This is slow. Just looking beside us, there's a lot of skiing trails coming out of the mountains. People have gone off trail. Come skiing out of here. Ski hill's actually right in front of us here. Looks like all the chairlifts are going. Oh yeah, I see a lot of people skiing now. See all these little black dots coming down the mountain.
Yep.
The ski hill down here and up there, so both kind of step up. 35 miles per hour, don't worry. We won't get there. Hey car, 35 miles an hour. See lot of dots coming down the bigger one too. And there's ski hills up behind us as well. So they're both sides of ski hills. A bit bumpy. I don't think we're going to touch the throttle. We'll just let the truck stay in the gear it was at the top and then just coast down and hope it's the right gear. It feels to me a little slow, but I'd rather be slow, a little too slow than too fast.
Yeah, because that sign was telling you it was like for 6 or 7 miles.
Yeah, it's a long descent.
And then a big corner up ahead too.
Burn your brakes through pretty quick. I guess even that was too big of a gear because I'm starting to gain speed, so we'll grab another gear and go down another one. 'Cause I'm not going to be a runaway.
Elevation 3,600 feet.
That was here. What was it at the top?
I don't know, I didn't see a sign. Didn't look.
Sign's probably under snow.
It's probably right there and I just didn't see it. Alright, so 8 degrees is what we cooled down to at the top.
This side sometimes is cooler too, so.
And it's like tall enough I can't even see over the snowbank.
Yeah, the banks are pretty tall. You can see on the other side of the valley, that's the old railroad bed.
Yes,
That little black line.
trail, yeah.
Those are the trails. Motor or breakdown, or is it just parked here for emergencies? All of a sudden there's a small avalanche taking, because look at all the balls of ice that have rolled down, mini avalanches. It should say 60 for cars and then 30 or 40 for big rigs.
Yeah,
We're doing 35.
that would be helpful.
Although, we should be intelligent enough to control our own speed.
You would think.
I don't see any runaway lanes. But there's also no town at the bottom either. Usually when there's towns on the bottom, that's where you get the runaway lanes. Here, if you're runaway, that's a you problem. There's no town at the bottom. elevation 3,000 feet, so we lost 600 feet from the last time.
Yeah.
See the railroad down there? And our road. Railroad's way down there. Tell you when we cross over top of it. And somewhere between here and the edges of the train track comes out. Looks like the train track comes out near the river. We are right on top of the train track on this curve, right here. So this right now we're on top of the train track, so it's still under the mountain, way below us here. Phone telling me there's a safety meeting coming.
Yep. Confused me from a
It's starting to warm up again.
So that's the noise I have it make when you text me. So I'm like,
Oh, okay.
that's not my phone. It's on airplane mode.
Thousand 600 feet. Another 400 feet since the last time. And I'd say the train track comes out right beside us over here. That'd be 7.8 miles.
Forest is so thick you can't see.
There's a train track beside us. And then underneath us. Looks like they're working on the track right now. Steepest section's done. We still get to lose elevation now many miles, but the steepest section is done.
signs for 15-minute parking. I'm like, what are
Yeah,
you doing?
15-minute parking.
Are you going to the river? Like,
Cool off your brakes, pull over, stop, and let the brakes cool off.
maybe.
Deception Falls.
I actually want to look at them because that looked pretty cool. The photos, I looked it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You'd have to park right over here and walk in. You only have 15 minutes to do it.
Yep.
Elevation 1,800 feet. There's a parking lot here that's open in the summer
Mm-hmm.
for Deception Falls. Is it a paid area you have to pay to stop?
Probably because it's in a park.
Yeah, probably have to have a park pass.
Well, it's only like $10.
Yeah.
Not that
We should
bad.
consider doing that. You can buy them online, right?
I think so, but I'm not 100% sure.
Still losing elevation pretty quick.
There's a sign there for it.
Huh?
There's a sign on that side for elevation.
Oh, what was the elevation?
I couldn't read it. It was bent up, but not that I couldn't read it.
Thai River. Hey, I think that's the... Maybe not. Maybe? We've pulled over one of those spots on the left-hand side.
Oh yeah, I don't know where. It's at night. It's dark. Let's chain up only.
Oh yeah, chain up only parking on that side. Need more of those signs. Delay of 5 or more vehicles is illegal. So if you have 5 cars behind you, you must pull in here and let people by. We have 1.
Like the mossy trees.
Yes, we've gone from... Well, Wenatchee is almost desert-like. You guys didn't see that part, but as we went into Leavenworth, we were going into the forest. So we went from forest, or from desert to forest, and up into High Mountain Winter Pass, and now we're down in rainforest. See, the other one was what, pine fir type of forest, and here we're getting more and more into the deciduous trees, which look beautiful in fall. Three cars behind us now. Looks like a lot of fallen trees.
Still pretty, even if it's not filled in all the way.
It's just gorgeous. I love this drive. All the trees just plastered with moss. Basically, we were in the leeward side of the mountain, which was desert. Now we're on the windward side of the mountain, which is rainforest. feels a lot like Vancouver Island because of the rainforest feel.
Maybe.
No takers? None of you guys want to pass? I love this narrow road here. Narrow road, narrow bridges. It's a lot of fun. People behind us pass even though this car is slower than us. We got 4 people behind us. Sorry, Jess, what were you hinting at?
I like this bridge.
Jess is saying that the video is getting a bit on the long side.
They're trying to make me the bad person. I'm not going
Jess
for
wants
it.
me to hang up on you guys.
Hang up? Man, how old are you? Nowadays, you just don't pick up the phone.
We'll go a little bit longer. We know we have time to edit video tonight.
Oh, you definitely have time.
So,
Yep.
So on a day that I know I have time, I don't mind going a little longer on the, especially on beautiful land like this. Look at the forest fire that came through.
And you have your fancy laptop.
That's allowed. That's a rumble strip. Yes, I got a fancy new laptop that'll be fast to edit. 1310 tall. Note to self. Low clearance here. I was kind of hoping to wait to end the video until we go through a tunnel. I think there's a tunnel.
I believe that's why there's a 1310 clearance.
It might be a bridge or a tunnel, but
I'm pretty sure it's a tunnel. I remember it now.
Skyquamish. Smokey's Restaurant and Brewing. Oh, there's a whole town here. Town of Skyquamish. Skyquamish. Looks like an old railroad town. It's still alive, so I wonder if there's stuff going on in that town that keeps it alive.
So beautiful.
For the record, we are 13 feet 3 inches tall. So it would give us 7 inches of space.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. There's a lot of burnt trees over here. That's why there's so many fallen trees. Didn't know they had a forest fire here. Or at least don't remember.
I can't remember if it was this way last time or not.
Oh yeah, and there's a lot of debris slide areas. You can see where the debris is just sliding down off the mountain with the mudslides and snow in the winter. Yeah, that's going to be a problem all the way through the melt here now. I saw the sign, watch out for debris slides warning, and I understand why now, the forest fire. Hey, there used to be a house in there. Forest fires always destabilize the slope of a mountain. Okay, we have 15 minutes to find cell service for the safety meeting. Man, it's just the destruction of downed trees is just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's a tunnel. $13.9 on the outside edge, so lots of room. Do we have cell service here yet?
I was just gonna look.
Thank you. Holy. I don't know if you guys saw that, but crazy person tried passing and ducked back in just in time before it was a head-on collision.
It says you do.
How much cell service?
4 bars, maybe?
Okay. Now the valley starts opening up a little more. We've gone through our tunnel.
Looks like there was a fire here last October.
On October, okay.
Yeah, it's last September, October. It's a pretty big one.
Yeah. Sure looks that way, because even up here it's still burnt over here. It seems like this road was the barrier. They kept it all on the right hand side. I guess we'll follow Jess's wishes.
Oh, not that.
It's a bit of a bumpy road. Spring melt does that. Parts of the road have thawed out, parts have not. It makes it really bumpy.
You have to at least get that beautiful view. Oh, jack wagon.
Like, hey, that's that slow car that was in front of us that we were putting up with. They saw a semi coming and going, no, let's cut off the semi. It seems like the better idea. Bit of a jackwagon move since there's more cars behind us.
Not to mention you're going full speed limit, so it's not like you'd easily stop.
Well, I was under the assumption they were letting us all by. And anyway, just want to say thank you again for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the longer video here. Really appreciate all your support. It's been making it a lot of fun, and I'm losing less money on YouTube now thanks to you guys. Definitely not breaking even, definitely not making money. So those of you that are actually paying for these bonus videos make a huge difference. And I know some of you guys, like a bunch of you, are 99 cents. All those 99 cents start adding up. They really, really make a difference. So no matter which tier you're on, thank you. You're making a difference. You're making it so I can actually afford to keep doing these videos, because they are costing quite a bit of money. The new cameras, the microphone, the laptop, so I can edit these videos. So thank you for all your support. We really appreciate it. We're out of here. You guys rock.
Adios.
I don't know who to honk at. Should we catch up with the car in front of us and honk at them?
I don't know, it looks like you were sleeping on the chop if you wait that long.
If I wait that long?
Should have timed out your video ending right then.
Yeah. That would have worked better.